going to a big-time college, winning a national championship, which I did. Check the tape.
All right, welcome to the Thread the Needle podcast. Next episode, we're here with Theo Pinson today. Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So it's cool because, thread the needle for me has a double meaning because I'm literally threading a needle and sewing sometimes, but then also starting a business and, going through difficult situations. For you, it has a double meaning because, thread the needle in the sense of making a difficult pass.
Yeah.
Getting through a tight spot in a game, but then also you have a new business endeavor as well.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, tell me about that for a second.
No, first of all, thank you for having me. The name of the podcast is basically what I'm doing right now, threading the needle, taking a chance. I'm a dad. I'm a new dad.
Yeah.
Actually, she's 2 now, so not new, but pretty new. But it's something I've really been honing in on, and as far as I enjoy being a dad, and I'm proud to be a dad, and so I am now starting a brand called Proud Dad Brand, as you can see here. That's our logo right there, which merch coming soon. But it's something I'm very proud of, man. It's one thing that people don't really understand in the athlete world. I would say business world also is in your world, you come home, every day is not a great day. Every day is not a day where you're going home in the best mood. And I can just speak from my experience. I will get home, I will have a game, I might not play the best or whatever, but when I get home, my daughter does not care at all.
Yeah, she doesn't know the difference.
She's gonna love me no matter what. She's just happy Dada's home. And just seeing that and having that has pushed me forward, gave me a deeper meaning, thought and feeling and meaning of life. Is my job is to provide for her and support her in whatever she wants to do, her and my fiance, and just be present and be proud to be a father.
Yeah, proud dad. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fun working with you on it so far.
For sure.
I respect the vision. I really like that a lot.
For sure.
There's, a lot of depth, a lot of meaning to it, and there's a lot of layers that I know a lot of people can connect with.
For sure.
So I think it's really cool.
For sure.
So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the idea, your desire to start a business. But I would be remiss if we didn't back up a little bit and talk about basketball just for a second.
Yeah.
So, basketball, are you from North Carolina?
From North Carolina.
Okay.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
In high school, you were crazy.
Yeah, high school, I was a problem. I was nice. Still nice, but high school, I was really good at basketball. Just God-given gift.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord every day for blessing me. And it's kind of to piggyback on that, on the basketball part, it's something that has guided me to where I am today as far as meeting people.
Yeah.
That's what this world is. It's what life is. I've been to places and met people that I probably wouldn't have met if that ball wasn't bouncing, I couldn't put in the hoop. So
Yeah.
I thank the Lord every day for that. I wouldn't be here doing this. I wouldn't be here starting my own brand, having the opportunity to start my own brand. And it's literally a blessing. And every step that I've taken playing the game of basketball it's been a blessing. That's all I can really say. Has it been smooth sailing all the way through? No. There's been a lot of ups and downs, and there's times that you're like, I'm so tired of this crap. You know what I'm saying? But the love of the game just comes right back to you, and you just got to keep pushing forward. But now, as I'm older, I'm 28, about to be 29, and it's really the relationships that I cherish more now. At first, it was like making the McDonald's game, McDonald's All-American, USA team, going to college, going to a big time college, winning a national championship, which I did. Check the tape. And your goal is to make the NBA, made the NBA, played in the NBA, done well, got triple-double in the NBA. Like, I've done a lot that people dream of, you know what I'm saying? And I look back to say it's like I've met some amazing people, amazing relationships, and that's what it comes down to, because that ball's gonna stop bouncing at some point. And then the real part of your life starts, you know? So that's what it comes down to as far as being a dad and a husband and stuff like that.
Yeah. You know, it's funny you talk about relationships and kind of how God has his fingerprints on, you know, the whole story. You know, even for me, when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was play basketball and go to Carolina. I was a huge Michael Jordan fan.
Really?
And so I was like, that's all I want to do.
That's dope.
But, you know, I'm white. I'm only 6'2". I got about 20 pounds I wish I could lose.
Yeah.
And so it just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah.
You know, there was only about a 2-year stretch of my life that I could dunk consistently. And so it just wasn't there.
Yeah.
It just wasn't in the plan.
For sure.
But, you know, like you said, you won the national championship in 2017. And that was also the year that I made a career change and decided to start pursuing small business and entrepreneurship and things like that. And so even that to me is a cool little detail that I feel like, you know, God's fingerprints are on. That's like, I don't think that detail is an accident that, you know, now I'm sitting here
100%.
working with you and helping you build this brand, and
100%.
you were on the championship team that year.
100%. And it's crazy that you bring that up, is because I was terrified to do this.
Yeah.
I was scared to do it. And when we met and we talked, shout out to Kristen getting us together.
Lock it up.
Yeah.
Lock it up, PR.
For sure. For sure. But it's crazy because when we met and you were telling me how you started your own business from the ground up, like you did it. No one else, like you figured it all out. And I was just like, that's literally what I'm doing. So if there's anybody who can help me start from the ground up and get to where I want to be and get this message out there, it was you. So it's funny. It's just funny how God works, and he always has a plan. And at the end of the day, there's days where I'm like, am I making the right decision doing this? And next thing you know, something else happens and it clicks, and I'm like, listen, you got this, bro. Like it's gonna work. And the beauty of it is too, is like you're someone who has a successful business already, and you're not gonna try to help someone who you think is gonna be, it's not a great idea, who you think is a good idea to do, or it's gonna, the longevity of it could be there. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people who have brands and have done stuff it lasts for a couple months or even a year, and it just flops off. And that's something that I'm very passionate about, as far as like, if I start something and I know I want to do it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. I'm not gonna play around with it. I'm gonna put all I got into it. Now, if it does not work, I know I give it my all. You know what I'm saying? But I know you personally, you're just like, listen, it's a great idea. It's gonna work. All I can do is believe at that point, and just go forward with it.
For sure. Yeah, that's one of the things I think is really exciting about it. And we were talking about it a little bit just before we started recording, but like, you could make a Carolina Blue t-shirt that has like a Theo Pinson bobblehead on it, and you're going to sell some of those.
For sure.
But it's not super scalable. It's just leveraging your platform as an athlete to reach, you know, your network of fans and to push that out there. But the idea of Proud Dad brand itself, to me, was super exciting, because if I made that brand, as long as the product is dope and the message is dope, it's a scalable business 100%. Idea, because people can connect with it. And that's going to make them want to buy the merch and support it and, you know, help drive the vision forward. So when you put those two things together, I do think it's a recipe for success. And I think it's going to allow you to build, you know, 100%. A lasting legacy brand. 100%.
And that was my biggest thing. It's like, in the athlete world, we got a lot of guys who sell their own merch, their name on it, stuff like that. And that's fine. That's cool. there's only a certain amount after they're done playing, very small amount, that it still works.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Kobe, but
Yeah, like
still
as far
kinda
as
carried by
shoes,
Nike.
yes. Michael Jordan shoes, Kobe's, like bronze, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like
maybe, yeah. I don't see
know.
the apparel that much anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Already,
Like
though.
we don't know as far, and that's the part that I wanted to avoid. Like, yes, would my stuff sell, like you said, would it sell well in UNC right now? Yes. I'm the latest one on the team, latest team to win a national championship. I'm remembered. I got a seat at the table.
Yeah.
It's going to work right now. But if there's another team that wins it, you're kind of on the back burner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, oh, yeah, you are Theo. Just not sustainable. So that was my biggest thing. What is something I can start or do that is, it's going to forever be remembered?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
someone's becoming a dad right now as we speak. And I hope they are proud to be a dad. And it's something a message that I feel like definitely needs to be out there. Is guys just need to understand, like, we're very important in our kids' lives. And as present as you can be, it just puts them on a better path. Being great, outstanding citizens.
Yeah, for sure. So how long have you wanted to start a business, or was that just something that came more so with fatherhood?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've never wanted to. I've always thought about it. Like, I've seen people start merch, but you always think about it after somebody starts it.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, why couldn't I think of that? You know what I'm saying? That's where it comes out. Like, I wish I thought of that. And it just clicked. It just clicked for me. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, like, is there much dad stuff out there? Like, there's always stuff for moms. And rightfully so, it should be. Because I don't even know what we would do without our wives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is. But I want that message to be out there for dads to understand, like, you're important also. So, and once I saw there wasn't much out there and there's only a little bit of things, and I was just like, look, let's just do it. Let's just see what happens and see if it gets this thing rolling, and the rest is history.
Yeah. What do you feel like was the most intimidating part of, like, taking the first step?
I got to work on my patience. My patience is something that I have to. Okay, let me rephrase that, because Colleen says I have really good patience, but I do. But I get so excited and so, like, eager for things to start. Like, you even talk to me, like, all right, let's just we'll get it going. Let's just do it right.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing that I have to, because I'll be like, forget it, let's do it. Let's just get it going, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, Theo, just do it right. Do it right the first time. And then once the train rolling, you good.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing for me. It's just like, I'm a very spontaneous person, and I'm like, let's go do it. Cool, let's do it. I'm in. And that's that patience part of, like, okay, let's just be patient with it. If you're in, you're in, and it's all gonna work out.
Yeah.
And that's probably my biggest hurdle. And of course, the money part, you got to put.
Yeah.
Scared money don't make no money though.
Yeah.
So you got if you're gonna do it, you gotta invest in it a little bit more, and hopefully the return comes back.
Yeah.
In the end of the day.
Yeah, because you have to believe in it.
Exactly.
I mean, ultimately, like, really kind of both of those things together, like putting your money towards it is, really saying that you believe in it enough to will it to happen, right? Like, to work for it to happen. But the excitement is good though. Like, I know at times I'm like, let's wait like one more day. Like,
exactly.
Like, just waiting, like, if it's like a quality type of thing. But I mean, I'll say this, like, working with you, like, it's way easier to work with someone who's excited versus someone who's afraid. Because the excitement still carries a lot of belief too. And it's contagious too. Like that makes me excited. I'm like, if he's excited, then I'm excited. Like, because in the back of my mind, I'm like, even if this was a bad idea, I'm confident I could still make it work. Like to a certain extent.
Exactly.
But I'm like, if I'm confident in my part and you're excited about your part, then it just like, it makes it a lot more fun to work on, because I'm like, yeah, it's going to go crazy.
Exactly. And I mean, that's just a competitive nature. And that's what, you don't even realize it, but you wanting to hoop your whole life, that competitive nature has transitioned to just what you're doing now.
Yeah.
And that's what it is for me. Like, I'm competitive right now because I don't know if anybody really believes I can do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you believe I can do it. Kristen believes I can do it. Colleen knows I can do it. Alana knows, but she don't recognize it right now. But like, there are people that believe, but like, do they really believe that I can get this done and it be successful? And that's where it comes for me. It's like, all right, that's like throwing the ball up. Let's go. Let's play.
Yeah.
And we go from there.
Yeah. It's nice to have a little bit of that. And people who are not competitive don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
And look at me like I'm crazy, or sometimes think I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Because I need to have, I got to have a bone to pick with somebody. Like I need at least a little bit of drama.
Yeah.
Or that disbelief, like you said, to keep things interesting.
Yeah.
You know, that's what, for me, and, you know, shout out to my wife. She's not here this episode, but she's super patient. But that's what makes me, like, shift into another gear. And it might be like 10 p.m. I'll be like, actually, I got like 2 more hours worth of stuff that I would like to do. Because I know it's just going to take it to, you know, it's like I could wait and do it tomorrow, but then I'm going to lose out on some time. And I know that like we could be winning with that time.
100%.
So I'm like,
100%.
Let me just put in a little bit more work tonight.
Even with the project we're doing right now, we had a certain someone that didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
And that just ticked me.
Yeah.
That got me going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like, all right,
yeah.
we about to do this now.
Yeah. So, okay, Proud Dad brand. We have the first merch line coming soon. What do you see as kind of future of the brand? Like, do you have some other plans as far as events that you would like to do, or some different ways that, you know, we can promote it?
Yeah. I'm still learning all that part of it. I know we talked about a couple pop-ups here and there. I have my own podcast, Run Your Race Podcast. Go tap into that, subscribe, and follow. But just little stuff like that. Of course, it's very seasonal right now, so summer's coming up. You know, we got as you can see, we got the white shirt, black shirt like this, and we have another little look that we're gonna put out. We're thinking about shorts and stuff like that. Of course, listen, I'm a big hoodie guy. Hoodies will be in the winter. But like I said, we're gonna continue to grow this thing. I'm excited for the merch drop to just see what happens, and that's just gonna give me the utmost confidence to just, even if 10 people just buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be super excited and be like, how can I get more than 10?
Yeah.
Because even if it's 3 people, I'm like, what, I gotta do something different to make this succeed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just that competitive nature that I have. And like I said, I'm just excited and learning from you, and just taking this thing head on, man. Like, it's a new challenge for me. It's something that I need. And timing is everything. I have the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going on in the league next year, probably be year set. No, yeah. This year was 6, 7. Hope, God willing, next year be 7. But if not, I got something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have all my eggs in one basket.
Right.
And the thing is, they tell us this all the time in the league. We have a rookie transition program at the beginning when we get to the league. And they always say, plan on your future now. As far as like, look to see what you want to do. Do other things. Don't just, lock in on basketball. Do all you can to make your living here and make as much money as you possibly can. But the ball will stop bouncing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where it's like, all the timing of everything just has been somewhat perfect, somewhat rocky, but I'm here
Yeah.
and I'm happy. So that's the biggest thing. Because even with my podcast, I started that 2 years ago, and 2 to 3 years ago, if I started now, I'd be dead in the water. I wouldn't have a chance, especially in my field. Not saying like you're going to be fine, but you're going to be fine. Just like we're not competing against each other. But as far as in the basketball realm, like you got Draymond Green, Paul George, Trey Young. Like it's a lot of new podcasts.
JJ Redick and
JJ
LeBron,
Redick and Bron just started one. Like, but I'm up there because I started before those guys started. You know what I'm saying? I have a following. I have a platform that is succeeding. So and that people listen to. Like I can't go. Probably everywhere I go, someone's like, I love your pod.
Yeah.
I was in Utah a couple days ago. Love your pod. And I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought we'd be just walking in the airport. Love your pod. And it's a blessing, and I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So in a rookie program like that, do they talk much about entrepreneurship or starting your own business?
There's a lot of programs in the league that they got like broadcasting, whatever you want to do, they can find someone that you can talk to if you want to get into that field. Like that's the part of it, the connections piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's so crazy how we got here today is I can give you the whole rundown. We go from, I'm on the New York Knicks. They don't bring me back. I'm waived, right? I'm a free agent. I don't have a team. No one's picking me up. Me and my now fiance, we find out she's pregnant, having a little girl, new life. Before that, I'm down bad. I'm like, what am I gonna do now? I'm like, no one's picking me up. I don't know what to do. Blah blah. Find out she's pregnant. I'm having clearly don't know the gender yet, but I'm hyped. I'm like, I got some, like I got something I gotta do something because I got a little one coming.
Yeah.
Can't be sitting here looking at each other like, you gonna work? Yeah. So like, we're not gonna do that. But it was funny because that happened, gave me new life, got back in the gym, started grinding, knew I had to find a way. So then Boston gives me an Exhibit 10, play well, and then don't make the Celtics roster, but I go to the G League. I'm with amazing dudes, amazing guys, played in the league. A lot of our starting five all played in the league. We had Ryan Arcidiacono, Broderick Thomas, Jawan Morgan, who was on my pod, Luke Cornett, and Sam Hauser, who both still play with the Celtics. And we were really good, really good. And we had guys off the bench, Chris Clemens, Jay Sean Page, Jarrell Christian, our coach, was still talk to him to this day. And we were really good. And then I get called from Dallas mid-season. We about to go to showcase or whatever. And they call me, come there, play well, make the team, get a two-way. And they sign me the next year. Then the next year I asked for a chef so I can eat well and say eat clean, blah, blah, blah. Asked for a chef. My chef Cam, shout out Cam. And we go through a year. Me and Cam go through a year together. Then Cam meets Kristen. Him and Cam meets Kristen. Kristen comes to the house. I meet Kristen, and then she's like, listen, I want to help get you marketing out here. Boom, boom, boom. And then we just trying to think of different things to do and figure out what I like and what she can do. Blah. And then next thing you know, she's like, look, I got somebody who can help you do this and help you do that. Yeah. And then we meet, and here we are today. And like, I don't meet Kristen if I don't know Cam. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm talking about the relationships piece of like, surround yourself by good people. And I think that's the biggest thing in this world. Just like, I got a small circle. I know a lot of people. I don't talk to a lot of people all the time, but like I got a small circle. But at the end of the day, surround yourself with good people with good intentions. Yeah, things will work out.
Yeah. that's probably a lesson that's a lot harder and more high pressure for you to learn being an athlete.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like that's something that has just come with, you know, age, immaturity for me too. Because I used to pride myself on, I was friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, everybody knows me. I'm friends with everybody. And now same thing. I keep a super tight circle. And even like my connection to Kristen is because she was at TCU with my little sister.
Yeah, that's
And
crazy.
so she was either just finishing at TCU or maybe had already finished when we launched our Kickstarter campaign in 2017 to first start our shoe company.
Yeah.
And so that's how like I got connected to her, and you know, we've stayed friends through the years and like worked together a couple times and just kind of kept their relationship open. And so
Crazy.
yeah, the relationships are huge. It's important.
They are very important.
Yeah.
Very important.
Man, well, I love it. I'm excited for Proud Dad brand.
For sure.
Go follow on Instagram for sure.
Go
Check out the
Proud Dad.
website, join the email list, get ready for the first merch drop.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks for taking some time to jump on the pod and thread the needle.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you having me on, and
yeah, go.
I'm excited.
Go follow Theo. Check out the Run Your Race podcast. You can't miss it if you don't see it on Instagram all the time. It's on ESPN a lot. And
we get bigger and better, baby.
Yeah. Great content. But yeah, man, thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
And we'll do it again soon.
For sure.